Have you added some weight? It looks like you're bigger, and how much has Herb helped you with that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I put on, was playing at like 193 last year. Now I'm around like 207, 205, fluctuating in that range. So yeah, Herb definitely did a good job, and some outside influences for sure too.
Clayton on the left.
How's that going to help you? I guess what's the goal there?
I mean, it's just helping with my growth, bigger, stronger, faster. You know, every single year, just trying to improve those areas of my game. And yeah, I don't know how it's going to improve it, but I know it's going to be for the better.
On the right side here, Paul.
We were just talking to Jalen, who's talking about you doing JJ things. How would you describe what JJ things are?
Can't plan for it. That's what I'll say. Just unorthodox, but within the system. And that's something that I've had to learn over the years, is playing within the system and letting those abilities come out when they need to.
On the left, Isaiah.
Jim Harbaugh was saying that you had kind of a season's worth of experience in that TCU game alone. How do you look at that game, and what do you take away from that, and how does it help you?
I think it was exactly that. Like, he couldn't have said it better. There's just so much you could learn from. I mean, especially like emotionally going through that game. Like, now I can have a reference point if there is a game where we're down and we're fighting and they just keep hitting us back with more counter punches. Like, I'll know how to react to it, and I won't let emotions take control like they did last time.
On your right side, Tony.
How different is it this spring, last spring, obviously hurt going into a QB competition. Now, Jim said, I mean, this is your team.
Yeah.
How different does it feel, and what's the spring been like for you?
It's been absolutely amazing. Like, just effortless. It feels like everything's in harmony, and just like being able to be solidified as the guy, like, it's a complete honor, and I'm happy that I've worked to get that position. But it's just been so much easier to be on the same page with the guys that I know I'm gonna throw to coming this season, and just building up the chemistry has been amazing. So definitely this spring has been great.
Out to the middle there, Alejandro.
I had a chance to work with him last year, but what's different this spring working with Kirk Campbell as a quarterbacks coach, and I guess what do you expect to be different?
I absolutely love Kirk. You know, not just the fact that he's a wizard in the pass game and with developing QBs, just because he's a great friend, great brother, and when you could have that relationship with a coach, like, they could push through so many limitations and exceed expectations with my growth and his, and that's the thing. We feed off each other, and it's really special. Like, just extremely grateful to have him here.
A couple spots ahead on the left there, John.
You're a few months removed from what happened in Columbus. Can you talk about what Donovan accomplished in that second half, and the prospect of having he and Blake now as that much more confident going into this year?
For sure. I mean, like, everything that Donovan's put on display, like, throughout the entire year, same with Blake, it just shows to the work that they've put in, the God-given talent they have, and it's a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch in person, just see it play out when it really matters. That's what we talk about all the time here. You put in the work, but when it really comes down to it, are you going to show up? And just, I feel like it gives both those guys enormous amounts of confidence going into this year, being able to do the same thing again. So it's just amazing to have those boys.
With Donovan, how many times have you watched those two runs again?
You know, we don't like to dwell on it because we're always like, what's in the past is in the past, and we got to move on. And what's the next best thing? You're only as successful as your last successful act. Phil Jackson right there. So we always harp on that, and he's excited to make the next best two big runs that you guys have seen. So yeah, be on the lookout for that.
The next one, standing in the back right there, Gina.
Talking about this spring in comparison to last spring, you're just in such a different spot personally. How big of an impact does it have on your preparation? Tremendous impact, because it just feels like I have a solid foundation right now, and it's so much easier to grow upon that foundation when it's safe, secure, and just being able to know where I'm at. There's no, like, I'm not in my head as much. Everything's happening so effortlessly now, and just with the preparation coming to this season, like, we still have fall camp to prepare for too, for the season, and it's just going to do wonders for me, and I just can't wait to see how the season plays out because of it.